It's Tuesday, August 19th, and this is our Q&A. We have some really good questions today. Judith asks, how do I stay looking so young? Thank you, Judith. She actually said, how do you keep yourself looking like you're 20? I'm not trying to look like I'm 20, and I don't believe I look like I'm 20, but I will thoroughly receive that compliment, and I'm happy to share some ideas. Um, Tom asked, do I use self tanner? Yes, and I'm going to share a little bit about my somewhat unpopular opinion about the sun. Um, and James asked, how often do I work out and what workout excites me the most? Which is a great question because there's a new thing I brought back in that really does have me excited. So before we dive into these questions, quick introduction. I'm Elizabeth from Happy, Healthy, and Hot. I am a 59-year-old double certified health and weight loss coach, author, content creator, and three-time finalist in the Maximum CoverGirl competition in my late 50s, compete with women mostly in their 20s and 30s because it is time to tell a new story about aging. And if you are interested in my health and weight loss information, I have gathered together all of my best weight loss strategies, pulled them all together in my latest book, Happier, Healthier, and Hotter, high protein, low calorie, bikini friendly recipes. It's so much more than a cookbook. Again, it's all of my real life weight loss strategies pulled together for you. It's an ebook, so it's an immediate digital download. Best $20 you'll ever spend, and I'm going to drop the link in the caption for you. Um, and also, if you like my mindset, my inspiration, the affirmations, all of that stuff, I have the most amazing digital course. I poured my heart and soul into this. It's called Elevate with Elizabeth, and I don't talk about it enough. It is a video course that walks you through a 5-step process that I have used time and time again to transform and elevate every area of my life, from my body to my business, my relationships, my environment, my finances. It just keeps going. So this stuff works. It's a 7-day course. You'll get like one video a day, but then you have unlimited access to them. You can just binge on them if you like. I know some people love to just listen to them over and over in the background. You get a workbook, whole thing, $35. That absolutely will change your life. I will drop that link in the caption as well. So let's talk about, let's take a question from James first. How often do you work out? What workout excites you the most? So I work out every day, James, because it feels so good to feel so good. And because my workouts are so simple and I do them at home. So my workouts are super simple. I walk 15,000 steps a day and I kind of don't care how it adds up. I definitely try to get a good walk in. My hair isn't totally dry yet. Get a good walk in the morning. But the rest of it, I kind of let it add up over the course of the day. So walking is fundamental. It's more than a workout. I believe walking is a natural movement that our bodies are designed to do. It's about so much more than the calorie burn and the fat burn. It's about processing emotions. It's about when you're doing it outside, getting natural light in your eyes to reset your circadian rhythms, listening to nature sounds that are so soothing and regulating our nervous system. So many good things. I also do typically 10 minutes of resistance training, sometimes with weights, but often just body weight resistance. Planks, crunches, basic moves like that. I love to use a balance trainer or like Bozu, the half exercise ball, but something I've just brought back in, I should say, like in the last week or so, that really does have me excited, is my rebounder, my mini trampoline, just because it is so much fun. And it is great. It is body weight resistance that puts you in an amazing mood. It helps to keep lymphatic drainage going. And so it kind of reduces puffiness. I did an experiment. This was years ago, 2019, where for the entire month of December, the only workout I did, I mean, I was walking, but I don't even think I was tracking my steps, was I promised myself that I would bounce every day for at least 10 minutes. And I could bounce longer if I wanted to. And that's all that I did. No weights, nothing else. And when I tell you, my belly was never flatter. It was amazing. So I'm bringing this back. It's so much fun right now. I'm just doing 5 minutes most mornings. just gonna dance, bounce around. It's really fun. So that's what has me really, really excited. I'm gonna start posting some videos. I'll probably do some here on YouTube and definitely on my Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. Um, Judith, how do you keep yourself looking like you're 20? Okay, thank you, Judith, for making my day. And I'm not claiming to look like I'm 20. I'm 59. We say this is 59, no filters. And I'm super transparent about what I do, like any work that I've had done. So yes, I had breast implants 21 years ago. I'm not hiding anything here. That's the only cosmetic surgery that I've had. And I do get like Botox, like I do deals with the forehead lines, my 11s, a couple other little bit around my lip. Um, Botox is great as far as keeping your face from making the deep wrinkles. But it's no substitute for like healthy skin. It's not going to make your skin healthy. So that's good skincare and what you eat. But I think the biggest thing that keeps me looking young is my attitude, my belief, my self-worth. This wasn't necessarily a conscious choice in the beginning, but here's how it started. I remember back when I was in my late 30s and I had a friend who had just turned 40, who she still is at the age of 60, absolutely beautiful, very fit. But when she turned 40, she said, well, I'm going to pack up. I'm giving away some of my stuff. Like, I can't be wearing the short shorts anymore. And I was like, I think I questioned her a little bit, but in my mind, I was just thinking to myself, what does your age have to do with it? Like, why do you suddenly have to give things away because you turn a certain age? I mean, I give things away. I get rid of things that I don't care for anymore. They don't feel are making me look and feel my best. But it has nothing to do with my age. I also don't follow the rules like you don't wear white after Labor Day. I mean, like these are just old. And then other little things, subtle things that I heard people say. This was, I was guess in my 40s, and my daughter and a friend were shopping, and the mom came with us. Like the mom and I were walking through the mall, and the girls were separate, but we were kind of, in the vicinity. And I just wandered into a store that I wanted to look at. And she said, yeah, these clothes are too young for, like, we're too old for this stuff. And I'm like thinking in my head, speak for yourself. I didn't see anything at that moment that I wanted to purchase, but if I did, I would have had no problem buying it. I wasn't thinking, oh, this store is for a certain age group. I mean, clearly there are, stores of different demographics, but it doesn't mean you're not allowed to shop there if you're not fitting that exact demographic. Um, and then at one of my daughter's soccer games, probably right around that same era, one of the moms, who's definitely younger than me by a few years, not overweight, looks great. Again, not that that should even be a factor. She gets sitting in a chair watching the soccer game. She gets up like, oh my gosh, I'm so stiff. I guess that's just our age. And again, I was thinking, oh, speak for yourself. I'm not stiff, but I'm also not sitting in that chair. I'm running up and down the sidelines. I'm cheering these girls on. I'm moving my body because it feels good, because I'm excited to be here, because it's way easier to cheer when you're right there where the action is, right? So it's really about, these weren't really conscious things. It was just kind of what I was observing. But then I started to consciously realize that we decide, like we get to decide what our life looks like. We get to decide how our day goes. And we can't control anybody else's actions or what's going on around us, but we can absolutely control how we respond. And I just started making choices that, I just started realizing the choices I'm making every day are going to affect the way I look and the way I feel. And then I entered the Maximum CoverGirl competition for the first time, when I was 53. And I did it kind of almost as a joke. I saw the rule was you need to be 18. And I was like, well, I can check that box. But then I did pretty well in it. And then I was like, wait, I'm competing with again, I don't think of myself as competing like against other people, but it's really my own thing. But that's when I really started to see like it's time to tell a new story about aging. Women of all ages deserve to be seen. And but then you start when you decide that and you believe that you want to feel good every day, and then you start making these choices about what you're putting into your body and how you're moving your body and how you're talking to yourself. And then you start, taking better care of yourself, making sure to wash your face really well at night. I use a jaw exerciser that's lifted my cheeks. So it's like I'm doing all these things. It's not that there's one secret. It's not like there's, oh, the one thing that changed it all. No, the secret is it's in you, it's inside of you. That's where it starts. And then last question, Tom asked, and I love that I got this question from a guy. I've had a bunch of guys actually ask me about self tanner. Do I use self tanner? Yes, and so I like to say my tan, excuse me, a little hiccups, is a hybrid tan because I absolutely get real sun on my skin. I am not afraid of the sun at all. The sun gives us life. Um, in fact, getting sun on your unprotected skin gives us the most bioavailable source of vitamin D. Vitamin D is more than a vitamin, it is a hormone that actually protects against cancer. So I'm not afraid of the sun. I'm also not going to fry my skin. Like it's all about common sense. So I absolutely get natural sun on my skin and I enhance with self tanner as needed. So I have really good self tanners are linked in my LTK shop. Um, Let me know, like reach out to me. Easiest probably, well, you can drop a comment on my YouTube or message me and I'll send you a link. But yes, I use self tanner. I use one with some really clean ingredients. That doesn't stink, it doesn't streak. It's really good. I use a separate one on my face, like same brand, but I use their facial serum on my face, which is amazing. Because usually my face is more protected than my body. I might have a hat on, I don't want to like sun just beating down on my skin, my face constantly. So I'm more likely to use the self tanner on my face, just to give my face that healthy glow so it kind of matches the rest of my body better. But yes, so yet to quote Ariana Grande, yes, and yes, I use self tanner, and I'm not afraid of the sun. So great question. Thank you so much. Drop your questions for next Q&A in the comments. And if you like my content here, please follow or subscribe, save, share, all of the things.